Hi everybody, thank you for watching. So today's video is going to be all about what is in my travel makeup bags, because I have two of them. So I recently was out of town this weekend. If you can tell, I still have a pretty raspy voice. I lost it from not getting enough sleep, playing in mud all weekend, and karaoke. So, you know, there's that. But I've been getting a lot of requests to do what is in my travel makeup bag, and I thought this is kind of the perfect time to show you what's actually in my makeup bag. So I just got home yesterday, and before I unpack my makeup bags, I thought I could show you what's in it. I'm also going to show you what brushes I bring along with me. So I have all my brushes in this case. So I was going to go through my two makeup bags and then my brushes and just show you what it is that I take with me when I travel out of town. And I'm really excited to finally be filming this one because it's been requested for a while. As of right now, I am still posting every single day, so if you like getting daily content on makeup and beauty, I hope that you will consider hitting the subscribe button. I also do a live chat every single Tuesday at 4 p.m. CST if you ever want to come by and live chat with me. But if you would like to see what I take with me in my travel makeup bags, why don't we go ahead and get started. I will say that when I pack my makeup to go out of town, it's like very organized, and I have like specific things in this bag and specific things in the other bag, and everything fits nicely. And then when you actually go out of town and you come back, like everything's just a disaster. So I really don't know what the organization looks like in these guys, but it's probably not gonna be very cute. But don't judge me, because this is what I get when you're just hurriedly like packing up to get ready to go home. But this is the first bag I have. This is a bag that I actually got when I placed an order through Ulta. It was like a free gift with purchase from Benefit. I purchased some of their brow products, so it just has Benefit San Francisco, and it says hello gorgeous, and then it zips. And I like it because I feel like it's a fairly deep bag. I don't know if I can show you with everything dropping out, but it's a fairly deep bag, so it does fit a lot of stuff. So I take this one with me quite a bit. First couple of things I see in here, this is the primer that I brought, the No7 Airbrush Away Primer, one of my favorite primers. It's not like super large, it's not like travel size or whatnot, but it's like not super large and easy to travel with, one of my favorite primers. I also brought the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. I feel like this should come as no surprise. I use this all of the time, and it's just a very super long wearing foundation. So when I'm gonna go out of town and I'm not sure like how often I can do touch-ups and things like that, I need a long wear foundation. So I brought the Tarte one with me. This is my Clarins face trio. So inside there is a setting powder, a contour bronzer shade, and then also a blush shade. It also has a mirror. I take this traveling with me so often. This is one of my favorite face palettes to travel with. It's sleek, it's compact, easy to travel with. It has the mirror. I love it because it has the 3 different shades, so it's a multi-use palette, which is super easy. So instead of, I mean, I still pack other contour shades. I mean, I still pack other bronzers and blushes, but I have everything in here, and I don't feel like I need to grab as many because I have this guy. So yeah, this comes with me so often. I put in here, but I didn't actually use this one. This is the Becca First Light Priming Filter. It's just a little sample guy. I used this in my full face using samples video, and I really liked it. And then I actually found this deluxe sample. I think a subscriber actually sent this to me when they sent me a box with like a letter in it and a couple different makeup things that had this guy in it. And I was like, oh yeah, I really did like that. So I put that one in there. Concealer I brought with me is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I love this concealer because it is so good for dark circles. When I get asked like, what do you use to cover dark circles, it's the Instant Age Rewind. It is so good. So when I'm going out of town and knowing that I'm probably not gonna be getting a lot of sleep, I bring this guy because it's so helpful. I have a couple different face items here. Let's see. Oh, I brought this highlight. This is from Jcat Beauty. It is their Bella Rose Baked Highlighter. Like a purple iridescent shift to it, and it is so beautiful. I did wear this the one day, and I shared a Snapchat of the poor room I was staying in that just had like makeup everywhere, and this was in there, and a lot of people are asking what it was. I used this in my Get Ready With Me using Unhide to Makeup. I can leave it linked down below in case you want to see it in action, but it is so pretty. And another highlight I brought is from Essence. This is their Pure Nude highlight. Again, I bring this one traveling with me very often too, because it's like a subtle highlight, but with a bit of a boost. Like, it's not metallic or glittery, but it's not super natural at the same time. It's like a really good mix. I love this highlight. Again, a subscriber sent this to me, and I'm like, thank you, because it's like one of my favorite highlights. I think it's so pretty. So if you want a good drugstore highlight, check out Essence. More face items here. I brought this blush from Tarte. It's the Paaarty blush, and it's a little sample size of it, so it's easy to travel with. And I also brought along my number 7 bronzer. Looks like this. It's the bronzer in caramel is the shade. It has a nice mirror too. This is one of my favorite bronzers. I use it all of the time, and I like that it has the mirror as well. So I brought that one. And then one more blush that I brought because why not? This is also from Essence. It's the Silky Touch blush. I like it. It's, you know, a little smaller as well, so easier to travel with, but it's a super, super pigmented blush. I think it's really nice. So Essence makeup has definitely been impressing me lately as well. Moving on, I have some eyeliners here, it looks like. I brought 3 different eyeliners, maybe even more, but here's 3 that I see. So I brought the Marc Jacobs Highliner in Odyssey, which is a really gorgeous teal blue. Love it. I brought my Pur On Point Liner. This is in brown. This is awesome for the waterline. Just so good for the waterline if you want more of like a basic color in there. And then I also brought my DHC Liquid Eyeliner. Again, this is one of my favorite liquid liners to create winged liner with. I absolutely love it. For mascara, I brought along the Catrice Coutoure mascara. This mascara is a freaking bomb. No joke. Waterproof, it's super long wearing. This is the one I'm fairly confident I wore in my sweatproof makeup video, and it lasted all day throughout volleyball. So this is what I wore all weekend, and it just impresses me so much. I also brought along a little travel eyeliner because why not? This is the Lorac eyeliner. It's in black, so I brought a blue, a brown, and a black for the waterline, and then a black liquid liner. Totally different, you know. And I have a couple of lash tools in here. I brought my Duo adhesive in the dark gray. I think it's called dark tone adhesive for my lashes. And then I also brought my Tarte lash applicator tool that I always have to have when I'm putting lashes on. A couple brow items in here that I have. This is from Thrive Cosmetics. It's their Infinity Waterproof. It's called their eyebrow liner in the shade Audrey. I'm obsessed with this brow pencil. 100 completely totally obsessed with this brow pencil. I absolutely love it. I couldn't fathom leaving town without it. And I also brought the Benefit Ready Set Brow, which is their clear brow gel to be able to set my brows. And then the last couple items in here, I also brought along the IT Cosmetics CC cream. I really, really like the CC cream. I have a little bit left in here, and I also had 2 more like sample packet sizes that I brought, and I actually used one the one day. I just really like it. I thought it was a really nice coverage for a CC cream, and it lasted all day on me, so I like that one. I also brought the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation. I'm in the shade Natural. This is if I wanted a lighter coverage than the Tarte foundation. And then I brought along, this is the e.l.f. Liquid Foundation. I'm not sure the actual name of it because it has nothing labeled on the bottom, but I'll find it and leave everything linked down below in the order that I'm saying them. But it's just a liquid foundation. It reminds me a little bit of the Marc Jacobs Dewdrops, just not quite the same intensity, of course, as the Marc Jacobs Dewdrops, but it kind of reminds me of them. It's a really nice liquid highlight. I really do like this one. That's everything in my first little Benefit bag. And then moving on, I also have this bag. This is from Victoria's Secret, and I got this like, I mean, so long ago. I think it was like a free gift with purchase. But again, it's a really nice bag, has the zipper on it, and it is quite large. I mean, I feel like I can fit a lot of stuff in here too. So I take this with me like almost all of the time. So I will run through what I have in this guy as well. This one, I have my eyelashes, and because this is who I am, I brought 3 different pairs of eyelashes, you know, just in case. They're all from Pur because these are my favorite lashes right now. I can't like not wear them. I love them. I brought these styles in Diva, also Bombshell, and then Flirt, just in case. So yeah, 3 different pairs of lashes came with me. I can't help it. It's just who I am. I also brought a face powder with me. I brought the Maybelline Better Skin Transforming Powder. I like this one to travel with too because it's pretty big. It has a large mirror here. I really like the face powder. It has its own little sponge that I end up using more than I thought I would when I first bought this product, but I do like the sponge, but the big mirror helps a lot too, just when like doing makeup in general. And then let's see, I have a couple of my palettes in here. So I brought 4 different eyeshadow palettes. I brought my Tarte in Style by Harouche palette. I bring this palette basically every time I travel. I just can't help it. It's one of my favorite palettes to travel with. Small, compact. It has 6 different eyeshadows, also a blush, a big mirror. It's so easy to travel with. I love these matte brown shades. It also has some nice shimmers, and then it has this deeper color in case I feel like going crazy. I also really like the blush, and I take this with me almost every single time. Another one I always travel with is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance. I always bring this palette with me. I can't help it. I love this palette so much. It has the mirror as well, but again, just one of my favorite palettes, one that I always travel with. Another palette that I've been finding myself grabbing for a lot when traveling is one of the Pure Cosmetics Vanity palettes, and this one is in Dream Chaser. I love these palettes. I have both of them, but this is the one I normally travel with because it has the matte brown eyeshadows, which of course I always gravitate towards. So it has the eyeshadows, it also has a bronzer, it has a blush, it has a highlight, it has a nice mirror here. But also what's interesting about the mirror is that you can pop it up and basically create your own little vanity, which is super helpful when traveling. I take this baby with me almost every single time that I'm going somewhere. I mean, the matte shadows that I absolutely love, the bronzer shades, blush, highlight, and the highlight in here is so freaking nice. It's really beautiful. But then the mirror and the cool vanity concept, like, I love this. And the other palette, this is a newer palette to me, but it actually is what I ended up wearing on Saturday, I think it was. This is from Dose of Colors. It's the Marvelous Mauves eyeshadow palette. So you have the 5 different mauve shades in there. Has its own little brush, which I actually do use, so that's why the brush is still in here. But I love this. It's just a bunch of matte, cool toned mauve shadows, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I reached for it right away on Saturday and created a mauve eye look, and it's really nice to travel with. Again, very like sleek, compact, has the nice mirror, very sturdy packaging too, which is always something I think about as well when I'm grabbing items to travel with, because I don't want anything to break on me. And yeah, I really love this palette. I did bring a makeup sponge with me. This is the Eco Tools sponge. I really love that little guy. Another brow pencil that I brought with me is the Benefit Precisely My Brow. I'm in shade number 3, so I also brought him. Of course, I brought the Tarte Shape Tape. Obviously, I brought the Tarte Shape Tape. Like, how could I not bring the Tarte Shape Tape? Even though I love the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, I also am clearly obsessed with the Shape Tape, and I think it's really great full coverage. So of course I had to bring that. I also brought my e.l.f. eyelid primer. I've raved about this eyelid primer in the past, so of course I had to bring him. And then we move on to the lipsticks. I did share a photo on my Snapchat as I was packing them, and I was like, yep, those are all nudes, so way to go, Samantha. I did bring 2 different lip liners with me. One is from MAC in Boldly Bare, and the other one is from NYX, and this one is in Nude Beige, I believe. Yes, Nude Beige. So a couple of like regular lipsticks that I brought along with me. This one is from Tarte. It's in the shade Colada, which is a peachy nude. Just one of my favorite long wear regular lipsticks. You never know what mood you're gonna be in with your lipstick. Do you want a liquid lipstick, a gloss, a regular lipstick? I don't know. So I had to bring all of my favorites. And then I also brought with me the MAC Velvet Teddy. I really enjoy this nude as well. Should I swatch all of these nudes so you can see what they look like, so you can see how ridiculous I am? I'll go ahead and do it. Just for the fun of it, why not? So we can see my lipstick selection that I brought with me. So there, first we have Colada, and then we have Velvet Teddy from MAC. And then the other regular lipstick that I brought with me is a new one that I just tried out. I think it was in my sample challenge. It's a little guy from Burberry, and it's in the shade Nude. So that's what that one looks like. I'll go ahead and swatch it. So that one is Nude from Burberry. I wanted to bring that one along because I just tried it in that sample challenge and I thought it was really pretty. So I wanted to bring it with me. And the liquid lipsticks that I decided to bring, I brought 3 of them. So one is from MAC. It's in Burnt Spice. It was what I was wearing the day that we left, actually. And I love this. I talked about it on my Snapchat and I said it was one of like my new favorite go-to nudes. So that's MAC Burnt Spice. Then I also brought a lipstick from Huda Beauty. These are one of my favorite liquid lipsticks, so of course I had to travel with this. This one that I brought is in the shade Girlfriend. I just love the shade Girlfriend. I have some smaller sizes from the Huda lipsticks that I thought to bring, but I'm just obsessed with Girlfriend at the moment. It's kind of like a apricot type of nude. So beautiful. And then I brought along one from Ofra in Manila. I love this nude as well. Actually, I made a mistake. I was wearing Manila when I left that day. I was wearing Burnt Spice in another video. So I was wearing Manila the day that we left on our trip. So of course I had to bring that with me, but again, I just want to bring it anyways because I think it's so freaking gorgeous. So those are all the lipsticks that I brought with me because I love nudes. And then of course I brought along my little Marc Jacobs Sugar lip gloss. It's a pretty sheer lip gloss, so I'm not going to swatch it because I don't think you'd really be able to see anything, but it's just a beautiful gloss. And when I'm wearing like a liquid lipstick, if it starts to like fade at any time throughout the night, I just put a little bit of sugar over it and it kind of like gives my lips a boost again. So I always travel with my sugar. I know it's expensive. I also do have the full size of it too. I know it's expensive, but seriously, I always take it with me. So these were all of the lipsticks that I brought with me. I literally brought only nudes. I'm so ridiculous. So after my lipsticks, I thought I would also share what brushes I brought along with me. This case is from Morphe brushes. It came with like the Copper Dreams brush set, and a bunch of brushes came in them too. I actually did get this sent to me from my subscriber friend Jordan, which is so amazing, and I'm so appreciative of it because I love so many of those brushes. But the case is also super handy, so you can see all of my brushes in here. Super handy to bring with me, and I don't have to worry about any of them like getting damaged or whatnot. So these are all of the brushes, so I'll just run through them quickly here so you can see what I brought. The first two brushes that I had to bring because I'm obsessed with them, they're new. They're from Sigma Beauty. They're their dimensional brushes, the 3D HD Max Kabuki, and then also the curved Kabuki. I just love both of these. I'm obsessed with them. This is what I use for foundation and bronzer. This one is what I use for concealer. I think they're awesome. They have these really unique shapes and curves to fit like any part of your face. I just didn't want to not travel with them because they're my current obsession. And then another face brush that I brought, this is the E3 from Morphe. I'll use this to dust powder all over my face. I'll use it to sweep away any baking powder, and I'll also use it just to blend everything together. So this one has a lot of different functions, and I always want to bring my E3. More face brushes that I brought. This one is the bronzer brush that I chose. It's also from Morphe. It's the M530. It's a pretty small. You can use it for like contour or bronzing. I typically use it for my bronzer brush. And then for my blush brush, I bought the Sigma Large Angled Contour, the F40. I'm obsessed with this for blush at the moment. It's a nice angled brush. So that's what I use for blush. And then this is my Sephora 57 brush. I've talked about this recently in my products that I think you need in your Sephora cart. This is what I use for concealer under my eyes or even on my eyelids. I literally use this brush every single day. Every day. This is the brush I use. I love it. It's one of my absolute favorites. Of course it has to come traveling with me. It's just like a no-brainer. The highlight brush that I brought with me is from Sigma. It's the F03. I absolutely love this highlight brush. One of my absolute favorites. It's amazing. I had to go with me as well. This one is my Sigma Bake Precision P89. So you can see like the little angle to it. This is what I use to put setting powder under my eyes if I'm not baking. Like I'll just put a little bit of the setting powder right on there, and you can tap it into your eyes. You can also use it for your eyelids, or you can also use it for nose contour because it has a really nice just like unique shape to it. So I can use this for a few different options. So that's why I like to bring that. And then I think everything else is going to be my eye brushes because you just never know what eye look you're gonna create. So you just gotta bring a lot of brushes, right? Two brushes are both eye brushes from the Morphe Copper Dream set, which I think is sold out right now, which is a huge bummer. But if it comes back, I say that you get it because their blending brushes in here are absolutely phenomenal. I love them. These two are definitely my favorite blending brushes. I just always have to take them with me. I have my E40 from Sigma, which is a blending brush, one of my absolute favorites. Also the E35 from Sigma, another blending brush, and again, another one of my absolute favorites. Had to bring both of those. Oh, this is another brush from the Morphe line. This is more of a like precise, but still a blending brush at the same time. Love it. Pretty sure I brought two of my Sigma E25s because that like hands down, yep, two Sigma E25 brushes because I love the E25. When I say that Sigma has like some of my favorite brushes, I'm not kidding, and hopefully you can actually see in this video. This is what I travel with and what I choose. I am a Sigma affiliate. If you ever want any Sigma brushes, you can use my code Samantha for 10% off, and I'm not kidding. I love them. My faves. I also brought the Sigma E45. This is more of a pointed brush if I'm doing any crease work. This is the one that I'm grabbing. My flat shader that I brought with me is the E54. I use this almost every single day as well. I love it, also from Sigma. And then a couple of my more like precise brushes. This is one from e.l.f. It's just a small pencil brush. Another pencil brush that I bought from Sigma is their pencil brush E30. I use this for like lower lash line work. And then I also brought along my Morphe E18. And this is my favorite brush to use for highlighting the brow bone and also the inner corner, so I always travel with those. So after that, that is all of the brushes that came with me. I know, it seems a little crazy, but hey, I love these brushes. Alright guys, after that, that's going to be everything that I took with me in my travel makeup bag when I was gone this weekend. I think that I am going to have a vlog going up maybe tomorrow showing some of what I was doing when I was out of town for a long weekend with my husband and some friends. So if you want to check that out, it should be up on my channel tomorrow if you want to see what I was up to and why I was playing in mud all weekend. It was a very intense weekend, but that's everything that I brought with me for makeup and brushes. I didn't want to get into skincare because I figured this video is super long, but if you ever do want to see like what travel skincare I bring with me, just let me know that in the comments down below. But thank you to everyone who's been requesting for me to show you what I bring in my travel makeup bag. That was a lot of fun to go through. So now I'm finally going to officially finish unpacking and put all of this makeup away. But if you guys did enjoy this video, I hope that you will give it a thumbs up. I hope that you will also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you guys real soon in my next one. Bye!